In this video, I will show you different functions that you can apply on a data frame in PySpark. First, let's import the Spark session. From PySpark.sql import Spark session. We are going to create the Spark session and save in object Spark. I'll make the object Spark here. Then I will call the class Spark session. And from this, I will call builder.get or create. So this will create the Spark session and save in the object Spark. Now I'm going to read a data frame and save in a variable df. So I will call the object Spark, and from this I will call read.json. I'm going to read a JSON file here. Inside this I will pass my JSON file name. My JSON file name is simple underscore zipcodes.json. Let's execute our code. So this will save the JSON file in this variable df. Now let's look at our data frame. To look at our data frame, we will use the method show. So this is our first method, which is show. This will show us the top 10 rows. I will call df.show. And here in the output, you can see we have the data frame here. We have column names and we have rows. So we have column names such as city, state, zip code type, and zip code. These are the column names. So this is a very small data frame here. Now the second method is collect. Collect returns all records as a list of row objects. Let's call the method collect df.collect. And here you can see we got the records as a list of row objects. So we have all this row. You will see here we have row number here. So we have this list here. This list is starting here and this list will end here. You can see here. So this list is ending here, and then we got all rows here. This is the first, second row, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. The next method is take. It will return all record as a list of rows object, but here you can define the number of records you want to see. So here when I call this collect method, it gave me all the records here, but using the method take, I can limit the number of records that I want to see. So I will write df.take. Let's say I just want to see 2 records, so I will write 2 here, and here in the output you can see we got 2 record here. So we have 2 rows. This is the first row and this is the second row. For example, if I make it 5, I'll get 5 rows here. Let's execute. Here in the output you can see I got 5 rows, 1 2 3 4 and 5. The next method is print schema. So it will show you data type. You can see the data type of each column. I will write df.print schema, and in the output you can see we got the column names and its data type. So we have city, it is string, state string, zip code type string, and zip code is long. So whenever you want to check the data type, you just have to call this method print schema. The next method is count. This will return you the number of rows in your data frame. So we want to see how many rows are there in a data frame. We will use the method count. I will write df.count, and here in the output you can see 10, because this is a very small data frame. As I have told you earlier, you can see this is a very small data frame. So in our data frame we have only total 10 rows. We can also count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So count method will give you the total number of rows in your data frame. The next method is select. So this will print columns from data frame. For example, you do not want to print the entire data frame. You just want to look at some particular column. For example, we want to see only 2 columns, city and state. So we will use the method select. I will write df.select, and I want to see only 2 columns, city and state. So I will write the column names. My first column is city, then comma. The next column I want to see is state dot show, and here in the output you can see we got only 2 columns here. So select will help you to look at particular column only, and we can also limit the rows. So here we got the entire data frame. Now if I just want to see the top 5 rows, so I will write here 5, and here in the output you will see I got 5 rows only, and I also got a message here only showing top 5 rows. So you can limit the number of rows that you want to see. The next method is filter. So this will print data frame based on condition. For example, if you look at our data frame here, so we have city, state, zip code type and zip code. Now I want to see rows, those rows only whose zip code is greater than 704. So we will not get this row 704, 1, 2 and 3 because we want to see rows those are greater than the 704. So I will show you. First I will print the data frame here, df.show. Now I will show you the filter. So I will call our data frame df.filter, and now I want to filter this data frame based on the column zip code. So I will write df and I will make a list here. Inside this I will write zip code, and I want to see all the rows whose zip codes are greater than 704. So here I will write the symbol greater than, and it has to be greater than 704. Dot show will display the results here. Let's execute our code. So now here you can see we got all the zip codes which are greater than 704. So we did not get 704 here. So you can use this filter method. The next method is like. So this will match alphabet and return the result. So we have columns such as the city, state and zip code type. So these columns are having the string values and we have alphabet in this. So let's use the like method. For example, I want to get the city name which is starting from the letter M. So I will use the method like here. First I will call df, then I will call select, and I will pass the column name city because I want to see the city which is starting from the letter M here. That is why here I am typing df.select city dot, then I will use the method filter dot filter, and inside this I will write city like, and in double quotes I will write so in double quotes I will write the pattern. So I want to see the city code which is city name which is starting from the letter M. So I will write here M and then percentage. Now let's execute our code. I have to put here show, so I will write show here. Only show will give us the result. So let's execute our code now. So we got here invalid syntax because I have to put this in single quotes, not double quotes. So I will write here single quotes instead of the double quotes here. And now let's execute our code again. So here in the output you can see we got two city name, that is this one Mesa and the second also Mesa, because these two city names are starting from the letter M. Let's say I want to see this city name starting from letter F. So we should get these two city name Fort Worth and this FT Worth. So instead of M I'll write F here. Let's execute our code. And now in the output you can see we got two city names here, the Fort Worth and the FT Worth. So like method will work on your string column types. It will match the letter based on the, some condition. For example, here I am using this F for M. So you can put anything here and it will return you the matching columns. The next method is sort. This will sort columns in ascending order. For example, we have this column state here. So we have state starting from this P, then T, A, F. Now we want to sort this data frame based on this column state. So what I will do, I will call the data frame df, then I will call the method sort, and I want to sort it based on the column state here. So I will write state and then I will call dot show. Now in the output you can see it has sorted this data frame based on this column state here. So we have now state column starting from A, then we have F, P and T, and earlier if you look, so it is starting from P, then T, then A, then F. So we have done this sorting here based on this column state. You can put any other column. For example, instead of state I want to sort it based on the column city, so I will write the column name city here. And now here you will see in the output we have this data frame sorted based on this column city. So we have starting from B, C, F, F, H, M and so on. The next method is describe. This will give you the descriptive statistics. I will write def dot describe dot show, and in the output you will see we got count, mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum. And this is for the numeric columns, so that is for zip code. For the string column we will not get the descriptive statistics, so you just have to ignore this string column. This is only for the zip column, the numerical columns, and here we have zip code as the numerical columns. The next method is columns. This will print all the column names. I will write def dot columns, and in the output you can see we got all the column names here: city, state, zip code type and zip code. This video was about different operations that you can apply on a data frame in PySpark. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.